Hello everyone, it's me, it's Mark, and I'm here with you for another live stream class. Yay! Before I do anything, I need to know if you can see me. I need to know if you can hear me. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is A-OK. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is how it should be. Lolly says yes, thank you, Lolly. Sleepwalker says yes, thank you, Sleepwalker. Helga says yes, thank you, Helga. Tetsuro says thank you, no. Tetsuro says yes, thank you, Tetsuro. Mitra says yes, thank you, Mitra. Sham says yes, thank you, Shams. Anne says yes. All right, you can see and hear me. All right, that's great news, because if you can't see me, if you can't hear me, then what's the point? Then we can't do our class together, can we? All right, well, you can see me, you can hear me. That's great news. So let's go and start we start with a toast. So let's do our toast. We're having two toasts. Yes, two toasts. So whatever you're drinking, pick it up. I have hot coffee right here in my hand. And our first toast, it's for the green team. Yes, the members of the channel. They support me. They support the channel. Their names are in green. They support financially every month. So let's give them a big thank you. Here we go. Cheers. If you don't have a beverage, we can fist bump. Bump. Cheers. Bump. Cheers. Right. So we can see Lolly and we can see Tetsuo. Their names are in green. They're the green team. They are the members. Let's say thank you. Cheers. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, thank you very much, green team. Okay, bottoms up. Our second toast, it's for you, because without you, there's no reason for me to be here. So let's toast to you. Let's toast to a fun, interesting, informative, and productive lesson today. Cheers, bump, cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. All right. Hey, Takako's here. Hello, Takako. How are you today? Okay. Let's talk about today's lesson plan, shall we? And here it is, right here in my hand. And we are doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 activities today. 5 activities. Henna's in the house. Hello, Henna. Okay, our first activity is an idiom, of course. I will write the idiom. I will write a sentence, and then you will write sentences based on the idiom. After that, we have form a sentence. I will write a pattern, and you will make sentences using the pattern. There's also a worksheet that goes with the pattern. The worksheet has example sentences with pictures. And all our worksheets are on my Patreon. Support me on Patreon so I can support you here. Support me there so I can support you here. Okay, then after we have form a sentence, we have video dictation. There are 8 sentences. I will read those 8 sentences and you will write them down word for word. The first part is dictation, then we have shadowing, and then we're going to check the sentences, and there'll be a quiz after that. Then after our video dictation, we have Lolly's Revenge. That's a conversation between 2 people, Joe and Sue. There are 4 steps. Step 1, I will read the conversation. Step 2, I will ask you questions about the conversation. Step 3, we will read the conversation. And step 4, we will shadow the conversation. So that is Lolly's Revenge. Then our 5th activity, we finish it with another idiom. Yes, we have an idiom sandwich. The idioms are the bread and the activities are the meat. So we finish our class with another idiom. However, this idiom is a worksheet idiom. Well, it's a worksheet based on the idiom, and we have example sentences done by the green team. They wrote example sentences we will look at their example sentences, and then you will make your own sentences using the idiom, of course. So what we do here, we do lots of practice, lots of writing, and we do lots of writing because that's how we improve. Also, we help other people too. So we're helping ourselves improve, and we're helping other people improve too by giving our sentences as examples, right? So the more sentences you write, the more examples there are for other people to learn. So we're doing two things at the same time, right? If you are participating in the chat, you are doing two things at the same time. Of course, you're practicing your English, and you're helping others with your examples, right? So help yourself, help others at the same time. Okay, good. Well, let's get right into it. Our first activity is the idiom. Sweet Lana's in the house. Hello, Sweet Lana. How are you today? Okay, let's go ahead and start. We have an idiom, and the idiom is come across. Come across. So our first activity, idiom. The idiom is come across. Do you know this idiom? If you do, please write it in the chat. If you understand this idiom, come across. If you know what it means, go ahead and write it in the chat. What do you think this idiom means? Come across. Come across. Okay. Sleepwalker says to meet. Yeah, okay. Right? It could work. I'm not using it exactly like that, but it works. Yep. Come across. Yep. Or I mean to meet. Yep. That's good. Sleepwalker, you have it. Hello, Peter. Okay, Tetsuo says happen to meet. Good. Oh, and find something accidentally. Good. Sleepwalker bumped into you. Lolly, I came across an old friend yesterday at the mall. Yeah, okay, you guys got it. I'm going to use it to find something unexpectedly. Right? So I'm using it for a thing, not a person, but you can use it for people too. So good job. So I'm going to use it as to find something. So find something unexpectedly. You weren't looking for it. So accidentally, yeah. God, I want to spell this right. Okay. There we go. That's a Y. Okay, so find something unexpectedly. Find something unexpectedly, or come across someone, or someone we can. Yeah, let's use someone. Not find, but see someone. See someone unexpectedly. Okay, so find something unexpectedly. You weren't looking for it. You found it. Whoa, I forgot about this. Maybe you had some money. You put some money in a drawer and you forgot about it. You're cleaning your room. Oh, and you unexpectedly found that money. So you came across some money that you put away a long time ago. You weren't looking for it. You found it accidentally. Or see someone unexpectedly, like bump into someone, meet someone. Hey, what are you doing here? Right? Long time no see. Okay, good job. And I have an example sentence. I came across this rare book in an old bookstore. I came across this rare book in an old bookstore. So you found something unexpectedly. Here's my example sentence. Whoops, 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 whoops. Okay, that's my sentence. I came across this rare book in an old bookstore. One more time. I came across this rare book in an old bookstore. Okay, here we go. Toto, hello Toto. Okay, Anne has a sentence. I came across the book I had been looking for when I swept under the bed. Okay. Shams, I came across an old friend in the city. Okay, an old friend. I came across an old friend. Shams, come across, that means to find. Okay, so you don't need to say find after come across. So that means find. So I came across an old friend in the city. Hello, Samuel, how are you today? Simon, I came across some money in my pocket. That's a good, I always like doing that. That's a good thing. Helga, an item you came across at home is as a gift. Yes, it's a proverb. Good. Yep. It is, because you forgot it existed, right? And so a gift is something you receive, something new. Maybe someone gave to you, but when you come across something, you forgot about it, right? And so it's like, oh, it's new again. It's almost like it worked twice. The first time you got it, and then the second time you came across it. So it's like you got it 2 times. You got the same thing twice. Okay, good. Okay, Anne said, books are stars. Tetsuo, I came across a friend from college today. Good. Maitra, when I was looking for English lessons online, I came across Mark. Yay! Thank you, Maitra. I'm happy. Sleepwalker, last week I came across an interesting idiom in the video. Okay, yep. That's good. That's good. We do an idiom every lesson now. Samuel, I came across my old glasses in my closet. Good, good, good. Lolly, I came across an old photo while cleaning the attic. Sleepwalker, I came across my neighbor in the shop. Maitra, sometimes my sister comes across a bargain while shopping. Good. You guys are doing great. Great sentences, everyone. Tetsuro, I came across my friend's secret diary at his home. Uh-oh, don't open it. Okay, fantastic. I'm looking at the clock. I think we're moving cleanly here. We're moving smoothly. I think it's a good time to go on to our next activity. And of course, if you want to keep practicing using this idiom, go ahead. Don't let me stop you. I'll just continue, and I'll continue with the next activity. And if you want to keep, if you have more ideas how to use this idiom come across, go ahead. Don't let me stop you. Lolly, they came across a hidden path in the forest. There you go, Shams. I came across the old friend in the city. Good, good. Henna, I came across the love that I've been looking for. Congratulations, Henna. Maitra, during our hike in the mountains, we came across a cave with rock paintings. All right. Good sentences, everyone. Well done. Okay, we're doing our next activity. Form a sentence. If you want to keep writing the idioms, go ahead. Please don't stop if you don't want to. Form a sentence. Okay, we have a long one today. It's a long one. Okay, it's a long one. This is the past perfect. If she hadn't, she probably wouldn't have had. So, for example, maybe if she hadn't if she hadn't been paying attention, if she hadn't been keeping her eyes on the road, if she hadn't been paying attention, she probably let's see. Okay. If she hadn't been drinking and driving, if she hadn't been drinking and driving, she probably wouldn't have had an accident. Okay, one more time. If she hadn't been drinking and driving, she probably wouldn't have had an accident. I'll do it one more time. If she hadn't been drinking and driving, she probably wouldn't have had an accident. So I have a worksheet and with examples and the explanation of that. So let's go ahead and look at the worksheet, and then we'll look at some examples, and then you'll make your own sentences using this pattern. It's kind of long, but let's challenge ourselves today. Let's do it. Okay, there it is. I have to make it larger, of course. And all the worksheets are my Patreon. Support me there so I can support you here. Okay, there we go. And it's kind of a tough concept. We've done this before, of course, and it's always a challenge. It's a difficult concept. So here we go. So if, right? And so if, and then subject she, for example, she. If she hadn't, in past participle. So for example, if she hadn't studied, my example was been drinking and driving, right? If she hadn't studied, right? So we're using past participle. So if she hadn't studied hard, if I, sorry, I read it wrong. If I hadn't studied hard, I, subject, probably wouldn't have had the chance to go to college. Okay, and so what could have happened if something in the past had been different? What could have happened if something in the past had been different, right? So if she hadn't studied hard, right? She did study hard. But if she didn't study hard, right? She probably wouldn't have had the chance to go to college. So because she studied hard, she could go to college, right? Because she studied hard, she could go to college. So it's kind of like a double negative almost, like two negatives make a positive in a way. Okay, our second example, if she hadn't saved money, she probably wouldn't have had enough money to buy a car. Okay, so she did save money, so she could buy a car. But if she didn't save, she couldn't buy the car. So it's kind of a difficult idea, right? So if she hadn't saved money, she probably wouldn't have had enough to buy a car. All right, so you need to study, or you need to save to buy something, right? But if you if you hadn't saved, then you probably wouldn't have had the money to buy a car. And again, the more examples we have, you know, the better we can understand. So, of course, you guys are going to be writing sentences. So we have these examples, and then we'll have your examples. So I think with all of us writing sentences, we'll understand this better. Okay, here is our third example. If I hadn't joined the club, I probably wouldn't have had so many new friends. If I hadn't joined the club, I probably wouldn't have had so many new friends. So he joined the club and he made new friends, right? But the negative, right, this is negative. If I hadn't joined the club, I wouldn't have had so many friends. 4, if we hadn't planned ahead, we probably wouldn't have had a successful vacation. One more time. If we hadn't planned ahead, we probably wouldn't have had a successful vacation, right? But we did plan, and we did have a successful vacation. Because we had a successful vacation because we planned ahead. But if you don't do that, then it won't be successful. Right? If you don't do it, it won't turn out good. Okay, we have 2 more examples here. If he hadn't fixed the car, we probably wouldn't have had a way to get home. If he hadn't fixed the car, we probably wouldn't have had a way to get home. Okay, so he did fix the car, so we were able to get home, right? If it was, right, but it's negative. So if he hadn't fixed the car, we wouldn't have had a way to get home. Okay, our last example here. If we hadn't bought tickets early, we probably wouldn't have had seats for the show. If we hadn't bought tickets early, we probably wouldn't have had seats for the show. So, because you bought your tickets early, you got seats for the show. However, if you hadn't bought tickets early, you probably wouldn't have had seats for the show. Okay, so this is a little not easy. Let's see your sentences. Let's see how everyone's doing here. Hey, Marcos is in the house. How are you doing, Marcos? Okay, Helga. I see up on top of the chat, I see Helga. If she hadn't wanted to learn English, she hadn't come across. Okay, Okay, and if she hadn't married him, she could have traveled. Yeah, but we're using wouldn't. Okay, so let's practice this pattern. So we need the past participle here. If she hadn't been, so let's look at my example. Okay, if she hadn't been, okay, this is your past participle. So past participles are for irregular verbs. So if you use a regular verb, then it's just ed. Okay, so hadn't played, for example. Okay, so played, this is a regular verb, but for irregular verb, be, then we have to use the past participle, which is been, if she hadn't been drinking and driving. Right? Drinking and driving, that's having alcohol and driving your car, right? So if she hadn't been drinking and driving, she probably wouldn't have had an accident. Okay, so probably it's certain, not 100% though, but pretty, you know, pretty certain, but not 100%. So probably means good chance, good chance. So, so if we change probably to good chance, if she hadn't been drinking and driving, there would be a good chance she wouldn't have had an accident, right? So if she hadn't been drinking and driving, so she was drinking and driving. That's why she got in an accident. If she hadn't been drinking and driving, she wouldn't have had an accident. But she had an accident because she was drinking and driving. Okay, sleepwalker, if she hadn't missed the plane yesterday, okay, so far so good, she probably wouldn't have had a great train ride. Yes, good sleepwalker. Okay, lolly, if they hadn't left early, okay, so far so good, they probably wouldn't have caught the train. Yes. Good. So lolly sentence, they left early, so they caught the train. If they hadn't left early, they wouldn't have caught the train. Right? If you don't do this, this won't happen. Right? So if A doesn't happen, B won't happen. Right? So this is like part A. We have let's call it A. This part is A. And this part is B. Okay, so so if A doesn't happen, then B won't happen. Okay, so let me write that out. So if A doesn't happen, B won't happen. Let's just call it doesn't. Okay, if A doesn't happen, B won't happen. Okay, so if A doesn't happen, okay, so if she doesn't drink and drive, then she won't get in an accident. So A, she drinks and drives. So B, she gets in an accident. If she doesn't drink and drive, then she wouldn't have gotten an accident, right? She wouldn't have had an accident. So it's almost like it's like too late, right? It's too late. It already happened. It already happened. Right? So it's too late. It already happened. So in a way, we use this pattern for justification, or like maybe a lesson. You tell your kid, your friend, your children something bad, they do something bad, and cause and effect. Cause and effect. So basically this is cause and effect. Right? If you drink and drive, you're going to get in an accident, right? The alcohol causes the accident. The effect is an accident. So the alcohol causes the effect. The effect is an accident, a car accident. So it's too late. It already happened, right? It's over. It's in the past. It's past participle. It's the past perfect. So it already happened. We're talking now about something that already happened, and so maybe it's to teach someone, you know, oh, this, you know, if you do this, this will happen. So we try to warn people we try to teach people, and so kind of like a life lesson. You know, if maybe she died. She died in the car accident. So we would say, oh, if she hadn't been drinking and driving, she wouldn't have gotten in an accident, right? She would still be alive. She would still be able to go to work. She would still be able to have fun with her friends. But no, she's not here anymore. She passed away because she was drinking and driving. So don't drink and drive, right? So a lot of times we use this maybe for like a warning, for a lesson. Okay. Okay, let's see. Hannah, if I hadn't had a successful life in the city, I probably wouldn't have had everything by now. Have had. Okay, that's good, good, Hannah. You just need the had here. Have had. That's good, good. Marcos, if he hadn't lived at the North Pole, he probably wouldn't have known what cold is like there. Good. Yeah, experience, right? And a lot of time, this is like for experience. Yeah, good. Shams, if I hadn't studied hard, I wouldn't have had to know. Yeah, Shams, this is very difficult. Like, for example, your sentence, Shams, if I hadn't studied English, I wouldn't have known Mark, right? You Shams say, oh, I want to study English, and you came across my videos, and now we are here practicing English together, right? So Shams, if I hadn't studied English, I wouldn't have met Mark. I wouldn't have met Mark, right? Okay, good, Shams. Takako, if Otani hadn't trained harder, he probably wouldn't have gotten the MVP. Good. If Otani hadn't trained, not harder, but hard. Yeah, so how about trained hard, right? Harder, it's almost, that would be the, you know, he should have trained harder to get the MVP, right? So if he didn't get the MVP, we would say, oh, he should have trained harder. But he did get the MVP because he trained hard, right? He trained hard, so he got the MVP, right? Cause and effect, right? He trained hard, the effect, he got the MVP. So, Takako, good sentence. We just got to change your sentence a little bit. If Otani hadn't trained harder, okay, good. And if she hadn't read the book, she wouldn't have had nightmares that night. Good sentence. Okay, you guys are doing good. Okay, you know, it's a difficult concept, right? Cause and effect. We're talking about it's already happened, it's too late, or it's over. Maybe too late's maybe negative, like Otani, he got the MVP, so that's not negative, that's good. So it's just over. He already received it, right? So it's his now. So not too late. It could be too late, like for her, it's too late, but you know, it's over. In the past, over. It's in the past. Right? It already happened. And if A doesn't happen, B won't happen, right? So Otani, if he doesn't train hard, then he's not going to get the MVP. So, you know, it won't happen. If he doesn't train hard, he won't get the MVP. Okay, Lolly, Roberto, Tetsuro, here we go, Tetsuro. If she hadn't watered the flowers in the backyard, she probably wouldn't have made them bloom. Okay, good, Tetsuo. We just got to change a little bit. If she hadn't watered the flowers in the backyard, in the backyard. Good sentence. Roberto, if she hadn't delayed to wake up, she wouldn't lose. Oh, okay. Roberto, if she hadn't gotten up in time, she wouldn't have made the bus. If she hadn't gotten up, she probably wouldn't have made the bus. Yes, it's complicated, right? Cause and effect. Just think of getting up late, missing the bus. Waking up early, making the bus. Tetsuo, if they hadn't cheered up the UFC fighter, he probably wouldn't have won the title match. So, wouldn't have won, wouldn't have. So this is the past participle. So you can say wouldn't have made, wouldn't have had an accident. So this is past. So we got past participle two here. Two past participles. Okay, Marcos, if she hadn't started singing in childhood, she probably wouldn't have sung in the famous opera. Good, good, Marcos, you got it. Hannah, if I hadn't come across my new life, I wouldn't have had this happy life now. Yes, yes, yes. Right? Cause and effect. Good, good. Just think of cause and effect, right? Think of if A doesn't happen, B won't happen. Okay. Sleepwalker, if she hadn't received an inheritance, she probably wouldn't have bought a big house. Yep. If A doesn't happen, B won't happen. If she doesn't get the inheritance, then she won't get the house. Tetsuo, if she hadn't watered the flowers in the backyard, she probably wouldn't have made them bloom. Yes. And if I hadn't gone to the gym, there is a good chance I wouldn't have dropped a kettlebell on my foot. Yes, yes, cause and effect. Go to the gym, drop a kettlebell on your foot. Very good. Okay, nice, nice. Shams, if I hadn't studied English hard, I wouldn't have met teacher Mark. Yes, good, Shams. I wouldn't have met. Wouldn't have. Okay? Wouldn't have. And the worksheet has the pattern, right? So if you go to my Patreon, support me there, all these worksheets are there. And you can see the pattern, right? So if subject, for example, she hadn't, and then the past participle, if she hadn't been drinking and driving, for example, past participle, been, subject, she again, probably wouldn't have had, and then a noun or a verb, okay? And so the good thing about the worksheets, they have the pattern right there, and they have examples. So just follow the pattern, and your sentences will be good. So just have to follow the pattern, use the words, and your sentences will be all right. Okay, I'm looking at the clock, and when we have difficult patterns like this, I don't want to spend too much time. People get frustrated. So, but anyways, we've done this before. We'll do it again. And yeah, and so we're just kind of taking it slowly here. And of course, if this is a hard concept, it's a difficult pattern. Lots of difficult words in a tricky order. So what you can do is just tomorrow watch this again. So you can watch this part again. So Yeah, it's just something it's finished. It happened in the past. We're talking about now. And like Otani, I like Takako's example of Otani, right? So Otani, he trained very hard, and so he got the MVP, right? So we could say if he hadn't trained hard, he wouldn't have gotten the MVP, right? So cause and effect, train hard, and you will get a trophy, right? If you don't train hard, you won't get a trophy. If you don't study hard, you won't pass the test. If you don't practice English every day, you won't be able to have a long conversation in English, right? So for example, so if A doesn't happen, B won't happen. Okay, let's go to our next activity. I'm going to read Lolly's sentence here. Green team, I have to pay attention to the green team, right? They join the channel, they financially support me, so I need to make sure I read the green team sentences. Lolly says, if he hadn't apologized, they probably wouldn't have forgiven him. Good sentence. Tetsuro, if they hadn't cheered up the UFC fighter, he probably wouldn't have won the title match. Perfect. Yeah, Takako, I like Otani. Yes, he is a hero. Otani is probably, which means a good chance, not 100%, but likely. Otani is probably the best baseball player ever to play. Pitcher and hitter. And runner, right? He steals bases, he hits the ball, he hits home runs, and he's an excellent pitcher. He's an incredible athlete. Okay, Hannah, if she hadn't woken me up, I wouldn't have been late for my class. Perfect. Perfect. Takako, I think so too. Okay, let's go to our next activity. That is video dictation. Video dictation, and I need to. I'll erase in a little bit. Keep this on for now. So let's go to number 3. Let's go to 3, and this is a video dictation. And our topic is remember. Do you remember? And yeah, remember. Nostalgia. Remember, and we have 4 steps. We have dictation, that's step 1. Then we're going to shadow, that is speaking practice. Then we're going to check out the sentences. And then there's a quiz. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 steps. 1 is dictation. 2, shadowing. 3, check sentences. 4, quiz. Okay, there we go. We got our 4 steps right there on the board. Dictation, shadowing, check sentences, quiz, and the topic is remember. Okay, this is pencil and paper time because it's dictation time. So you need paper. You need a pencil, and you're going to write the sentences word by word. And there are 8 sentences. I will read each sentence twice. So for the dictation, there are 8 sentences. I will read each sentence twice. They're a little long today. Sorry about that. They're a little long today. Today's a challenging day. We have some challenging topics here. So Today, it's a challenge. Okay, so let's check it out. Check it out. Okay, remember. Okay, remember plus verb ing. I remember seeing my friends. No, we're going back. We're going to reminiscent. We're going to look back in our life. We're going to look back in our life, right? So, what do you remember when you're a kid? What do you remember when you're a student? What do you remember when you were a teenager? What do you remember when you were in your 20s, for example, right? So we're gonna go back in time. We're gonna remember our life. I remember surfing every summer, right? So surfing. I remember going to parties with my friends. I remember playing badminton, right? And so we can look back in our life and remember things that we did, people we met, maybe grandparents, maybe now they're gone, right? Now they're past, but we can remember when we visited our grandparents. We can remember maybe some Christmases with our families, right? And so look back in time. Okay, good. All right, so there we go. That's our topic. Pencil, paper, 8 sentences. And I will not be able to see the chat because I'm going to be reading the sentences. So sorry about that. I can see the sentences now, but I can't see the chat. Okay, so are you ready for the quiz? I'm going to roll the tape. The video's going to roll. I have no control. Each sentence I will read 2 times. Okay, so here we go. Let's count down to starting the dictation. Okay, pencil and paper. Ready? Yeah? Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go. I remember playing outside with my friends. I remember playing outside with my friends. I remember visiting my grandparents. I remember visiting my grandparents. I remember flying on a plane for the first time. I remember flying on a plane for the first time. I remember studying late for exams. I remember studying late for exams. I remember meeting my boss on my first day. I remember meeting my boss on my first day. I remember dancing at my friend's wedding. I remember dancing at my friend's wedding. I remember arguing with my brother over silly things. I remember arguing with my brother over silly things. I remember baking cookies with my mom. I remember baking cookies with my mom. Okay. Okay, good. All right, so that was dictation. I read 8 sentences 2 times, each sentence twice, and you are listening and writing. That is done. Check it off. Now it's time to shadow speaking practice, okay? You will see the picture, but not the sentence yet. Still haven't seen the sentence, but you're going to say the sentences with me, and there'll be pictures to help you understand the meaning of the sentences. Okay, here we go. Let's shadow, let's say the sentences, each sentence 3 times. Okay, there we go. Number 1, I remember playing outside with my friends. I remember playing outside with my friends. I remember playing outside with my friends. Okay, 2. I remember visiting my grandparents. I remember visiting my grandparents. I remember visiting my grandparents. I remember flying on a plane for the first time. I remember flying on a plane for the first time. I remember flying on a plane for the first time. I remember studying late for exams. I remember studying late for exams. I remember studying late for exams. I remember meeting my boss on my first day. I remember meeting my boss on my first day. I remember meeting my boss on my first day. I remember dancing at my friend's wedding. I remember dancing at my friend's wedding. I remember dancing at my friend's wedding. I remember arguing with my brother over silly things. I remember arguing with my brother over silly things. I remember arguing with my brother over silly things. Okay, here we go. Last one. I remember baking cookies with my mom. I remember baking cookies with my mom. I remember baking cookies with my mom. Okay, good. That was shadowing. Okay, we shadowed, we said the sentences 3 times together. Okay, now we're going to check the sentences. Did you get them right? Did you get your sentences correct? Some were long, so let's see how you did. I can now see the chat. If you got the sentence right, go ahead and shoot some hearts. Let everyone know that you did it. Let everyone know you got it right. Shoot some hearts. Let everyone know. Okay. Okay, let's check them out. Here we go. There we go. Number 1. I remember playing outside with my friends. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. Let everyone know you got it right. I remember playing outside with my friends. I remember that. After school, go out, play. Can't wait to get home so you can play. Okay. Number 2. Oh, we got some hearts. Good. I see hearts in the chat. Nice. And number 2. I remember visiting my grandparents. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. I remember visiting my grandparents. I remember visiting my grandparents. I remember. I can still see them in my mind. I can still remember their faces. I can still remember their voices. I can still remember their houses, right? So I still have a memory of my grandparents. Okay, let's go to 3. Number 3, I remember flying on a plane for the first time. I remember flying on a plane for the first time. I remember I was in a badminton tournament and I think I went to, oh, maybe the first time, that's hard. I think it was New York was my first airplane ride. LA to New York. I think that was it. Could be wrong. That was a long time ago. I've been on the plane many times, so it's hard to remember the first time. Okay, here we go. Number 4, I remember studying late for exams. I remember studying late for exams. Yes, I remember. It wasn't that long ago for me. University, well, it was a long time ago, 30 years ago. 30, maybe a little bit longer. And, yep. So I can still remember making a pot of coffee and staying up all night writing a paper. I remember that. And then no sleep. Print out the paper, take it to school, hand it in, going back home and sleeping. I remember. Okay. All right, number 5. I remember meeting my boss on my first day. You got it right. Shoot some hearts. Do you remember meeting your boss on your first day at work? What was that like? You remember meeting the boss for the first time? Okay. Number 6. I remember dancing at my friend's wedding. Yep. So I remember my friends. I've been to a few weddings. Yeah, I've been to a few. And yeah, and so dancing at weddings, having a good time, eating lots of food, having fun. I enjoyed weddings. Do you remember your friend's wedding? Do you remember your wedding? I remember my wedding. Yeah. Okay, 7. All right, 7. I remember arguing with my brother over silly things. I remember arguing with my brother over silly things. I remember arguing with my sister. I remember that. Fighting with my sister. Now we're good friends, but when we were young, we used to fight a lot. Hey, sleepwalker, I can dance. I can dance. I could do the shimmy. Do the shimmy. Do the shimmy, shimmy. Okay, here we go. One more, number 8. Sleepwalker, have you seen the movie Grease? They do lots of dancing in the movie Grease. I can dance like that. Okay, number 8. I remember baking cookies with my mom. I remember baking cookies with my mom. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. You got it? Shoot some hearts if you remember, if you got the sentence right. If you got the sentence right, shoot some hearts. Yep. Okay, good. Oh, Sleepwalker, you got to see Grease. It's a musical. John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John, a bunch of other, Frankie Valli, a bunch of other actors and singers. Yeah, Hannah likes Grease. I like it too. It's a great soundtrack, great songs. Fun movie to watch. Good songs, good dancing. Okay, now you know what we're doing next. It's a quiz. Okay, good, Sleepwalker. Well, you got to watch it. We're giving you a reminder. Remember, okay? We're giving you a reminder to go and watch it. Grease. Okay, that was the sentences. We checked the sentences. Now it's time for the quiz. And there'll be 4 sentences for the quiz. You will see the picture and then write the sentence in the chat. You'll see the picture, then write the sentence in the chat. Do you remember the sentence? Remember. Oh, that's our topic today. Remember. Do you remember the sentences? It's easy to forget. It's difficult to remember. Hannah, it's a great movie. I agree. Yeah, it's a fun movie. Great soundtrack. I have it. I listen to the songs still. Okay, there is the picture. Do you remember the sentence? Write the sentence in the chat. Good, Sleepwalker, and please let me know if you enjoyed that movie. So this week, your homework, Sleepwalker, this week you have to watch Grease. Okay, Helga's on the board. There's the picture. Do you remember the sentence? Lolly's on the board. I see Helga. I see Lolly. Write your sentence in the chat. There's Zara. Hello, Zara. Hello, Zara. Zara's sentence is there. Mitra's sentence is there. Sweet Lana's sentence is there. Sleepwalker's sentence is there. Takako's sentence is there. Tetsuro's sentence is there. Samuel's sentence is there. Anne's sentence is there. Okay, let's have a look. You guys got it. Yes, you do. Good, good, good. Easy homework. Enjoyable homework, right, Sleepwalker? It's happy homework. Okay. I remember visiting my grandparents. Yes, yes. I remember visiting my grandparents. Okay, number 2. Here we go. Next. Okay, there's the picture. Do you remember the sentence? There's the picture. Write the sentence in the chat. Okay, Helga. Helga's on the board. Lolly's on the board. Samuel's on the board. Tetsuro. Sleepwalker. And Takako. Maitra. Shams. Okay, Roberto, good. Okay, let's have a look. You got it. You got it. Yeah, there it is. I remember studying late for exams. I remember studying late for exams. Good, Zara. Good, Roberto. Okay, here we go. Third one. Priyanka. Priyanka, hello. There it is. There's the picture. Do you remember the sentence? Write the sentence in the chat. Good, Hannah. You got it. Hey, Petite is here. We got Priyanka and Petite in the house. The 2 P's. PP. Double P is in the house. Double P is in the house. Okay, Lolly's on the board. Helga's on the board. Oh, sweet Lana. I'm sorry about that, sweet Lana. Bad news. Sleepwalker's on the board. Anna's on the board. Samuel's on the board. Zara is on the board. Okay, let's have a look. Here we go. Takako. Yep. Nice. Nicely done. I remember meeting my boss on my first day. Okay, one more, everybody. Here we go. Last one. And then we have Lolly's Revenge. So after this, we will do Lolly's Revenge. Okay, there it is. There's the picture. Do you remember the sentence? Write the sentence in the chat. Good, Tetsuro. Roberto, yes. Double P. Priyanka and Petite. PP. You guys came in at the same time. That's why. Like, oh, there is Priyanka. And then soon Petite was right behind you. Okay. Helga's on the board. Sleepwalker is on the board. Takako's on the board. Lolly's on the board. Tetsuro is on the board. Zara is on the board. Samuel. Okay. Let's have a look. Check it out. Ah, there's sweet Lana. Good, good, good. Okay, and the sentence is, Okay, Shams, good, good. Yep, this is a long one. It's a difficult one. I remember arguing with my brother over silly things. I remember arguing with my brother over silly things. Okay, good. That was the quiz. Actually, we have one more thing to do. We're going to say the sentences together, okay? We always like to, like, we start our class with an idiom, we end our class with an idiom, right? So we're doing a sandwich. Well, here, we're going to kind of do the same thing. We're going to wrap it up with the sentences one more time, all together, okay? So we're gonna read out the sentences together, okay? There's not going to be in parts, right? We're doing before parts, right? First, you're just listening. Secondly, you're just saying the sentences. Third, we're checking the sentences, and then we had a quiz. But now we're just going to say the sentences together, okay? So let's do that. We're going to roll the video. We're going to say the sentences. Let me get some water. Okay, are you ready to say the sentences with me? Okay, here we go. Let's say the sentences. I remember playing outside with my friends. I remember visiting my grandparents. I remember flying on a plane for the first time. I remember studying late for exams. I remember meeting my boss meeting my boss on the first day. Oh, I messed that up. I got to do it again. I messed up. We're gonna do it again. I need to do this correctly. Sorry. Okay, let's do it correctly this time. It is my fault. Where is it? I'm so sorry. It's hard to go back. Okay, there. This is the quiz, right? Okay, here we go. One more time. Sorry, let's say the sentences. I remember playing outside with my friends. I remember visiting my grandparents. I remember flying on a plane for the first time. I remember studying late for exams. I remember meeting my boss on my first day. I remember dancing at my friend's wedding. I remember arguing with my brother over silly things. I remember baking cookies with my mom. Okay, good. Thank you for doing that with me. I made that mistake. I'm sorry for that mess up. Okay, good job. That was video dictation. Yeah. Okay, good. Well, let's now do our next activity. That is Lolly's Revenge. Lolly's Revenge. Yes. Lolly's Revenge, you know what that is. It's a conversation between two people, Joe and Sue. Lolly's Revenge. Two people are having a conversation. Their names are Joe and Sue. and they are having a conversation, and there are 4 steps for Lolly's Revenge, and this is number 4. Lolly's Revenge. And the first step is the conversation, of course. Then we're going to have some questions and answers. Well, I will read 4 questions. I will ask you 4 questions and you will give me the answer. Yeah. Then we will read the conversation. Then we will shadow the conversation. We will be Joe. We will be Sue. We will be the conversation that is shadowing. Okay, so let's do it. So during Lolly's Revenge, I will not be able to see the chat because I will be reading the conversation. So please listen carefully because I will then ask you 4 questions about the conversation. Okay, so I will read the conversation 3 times. Listen carefully because there are 4 questions. Okay, are you ready for Lolly's Revenge? Yeah, okay. So here we go. I'm going to pull up the conversation. I will not be able to see the chat. Wait, not here. Different place. Okay. That's not it. Oh no. Hold on a sec, everyone. I'm sorry. I need to get the conversation on my screen here. Okay, I see it. I gotta move some things around. Okay, it's not so bad. Come on, computer. Come on. Don't mess up. Don't mess up now. I think we're okay. Okay, I think we're good. Good. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry about that. Now, oh, no, that's not it. Next one. There it is. I see it. Okay, so I'm going to read the conversation 3 times. Please listen carefully because there will be questions for you to answer. Hold on a sec. My computer is... Okay, we're good now. I'm good. Okay, here we go. Lolly's Revenge. Here is the conversation. This is Joe. When you see my thumb, this is Joe speaking. When you see my pinky, this is Sue speaking. Okay, so here we go. Let's count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Joe is first. Here we go. Sue, I came across this letter. Let me see it. Can I read it? No, it's not yours. Who is it from? It's from an old friend. I see. I remember some of your old friends. Hey, aren't you late for work? Okay, I'm off to work. Bye. Have a nice day, Joe. Bye. Okay, that was first time. I'm going to read it 2 more times. Okay, so listen carefully. Okay, here we go. Second time, Joe is first. Sue, I came across this letter. Let me see it. Can I read it? No, it's not yours. Who is it from? It's from an old friend. I see. I remember some of your old friends. Hey, aren't you late for work? Okay, I'm off to work. Bye. Have a nice day, Joe. Bye. Okay. Okay, here we go. Third time, last time, and then we're going to do questions. Okay, here we go. Joe is first. Sue, I came across this letter. Let me see it. Can I read it? No, it's not yours. Who is it from? It's from an old friend. I see. I remember some of your old friends. Hey, aren't you late for work? Okay, I'm off to work. Bye. Have a nice day, Joe. Bye. Okay, that was the conversation. That was the conversation. Oh, I gotta get the questions. Wait, hold on. Do I have the questions? No. Hold on. I'm sorry. I have to retrieve the questions. Okay, I got it. Just give me a little bit of time here. Give me a second. Okay, I'm sorry. Here we go. Okay, getting everything ready. Okay, here we go. And the first question number 1 is, what did Joe come across? Oh, I didn't, the conversation, we did it. Okay, now the questions. Question number 1, what did Joe come across? What did Joe come across? What did Joe come across? And I'm going to put the question right here so you can see. There it is. What did Joe come across? Mother Teresa, hello. Sleepwalker, he came across the letter. Maitra, a letter. Helga, he came across the letter. Lolly, he came across a letter. Tetsuro, he came across Sue's letter. And okay, Takako, he came across a letter. Roberto, a letter. Umesh, a letter, an old letter. Samuel came across a letter. Very good. Henna, an old letter. Good. Okay. Question number 2. Here we go. Question number 2. Number 2. Where did Joe find the old letter? Now, it's not in the conversation. It's your idea, okay? You have to use your imagination. You have to decide for yourself. You have to use your imagination, okay? Number 2, where did Joe find the old letter? Where did Joe find the old letter? I'll put it right here. Oh, come on. There it is. Okay. Where did Joe find the old letter? Okay. Nice. Lolly says he found it. He found the letter in the attic. Good. So attic is top of the house, right? So under the roof, like there's a space, the roof, and then the room, and so there's like some empty space, like storage space in the house. So like if a house has an A-frame like that, this could be the attic on top. So it's not a room, it's just empty space on the top of the house. Okay, he found the letter in the attic, Lolly says. Sleepwalker, the postman brought this letter this morning. Takako, maybe Joe found the letter in Sue's room. Helga, Joe found the old letter in the book. And in a book of poetry, very romantic. He found the letter on her dressing table, or in her dressing table. Samuel, he found it in the closet. Maitra, he found it between her old books. Good answers, everybody. I enjoy your imagination. It's fun. Zara, he found the letter at the door. Shams, he found the letter in the drawer. Roberto, he found it in the basement. So we have attic, basement is under the house, the bottom of the house. The attic is at the top, the basement is at the bottom. Marcos, he found the letter in a chest of drawers. Hannah, he found the old letter in the basement. Okay, good. I like it. I like your imaginations. Okay, here we go. Number 3, question number 3. Where is Joe going? Where is Joe going? Where is Joe going? Well, bring it up. Where is Joe going? There we go. Number 3, where is Joe going? Okay, Sleepwalker, Joe is going to work. Lolly, Joe is going to work. Helga, Joe is going to work. Tetsuro, going to work. Maitra, going to work. Sweetlana, work. Joe's going to London, says Umesh. Okay, yeah, okay, good. Yep, you guys got it, no problem. No sweat, easy peasy. Okay, Zara, to work. Samuel, he's going to his workplace. Very good. Okay, number 4, last one. And what number 4 is, again, your imagination, your idea. You have to think of, you have to read between the lines, okay? You have to use your imagination for number 4. Number 4, question number 4. What is written in the letter? What is written in the letter? What is written in the letter? I'm going to pull it up here. You can see the question. There it is. What is written in the letter? What is written in the letter? Oh, come on. There we go. What is written? Okay. There we go. I'm arranging my screen again. Okay. What is written in the letter? Okay, here we a demand for money, says Anne. Sleepwalker, an old friend wrote about their studies at the university and that they would like to have a reunion soon. They would like to have a reunion soon. Good, Sleepwalker. Helga, it is written innocent things there. Okay, Helga, innocent things are written about his family and their youth. Good. So innocent things are written in the letter. Okay, now, Helga, now Joe will be tempted to look through Sue's phone messages and social media. Don't do it, Joe. Don't do it. Leave it alone, right? Drop it, Joe. Don't think about it. Lolly, in the letter, an old friend told Sue his love for her. Marcos, in the letter, there are news about a trip to Hawaii. Wow. Umesh, it's a country's top secret. Top secret. Oh, maybe Sue is a spy, huh, Umesh? secret agent. So there's a movie, Brad Pitt and Jolene, Mr. Smith, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and they're both secret agents, but they don't know they're secret agents. It's kind of a fun movie. It's not a great movie. It's kind of stupid movie, but it's fun. It's a fun movie. Okay, Tetsuro. The invitation to her class reunion is written in the letter. Okay, good, Tetsuro. An invitation to her class reunion. An invitation to her class reunion. Two. Okay, everyone's like, Takako, invitation of a reunion. Okay, that seems a popular answer. Petite, what's written in the letter? Yeah, so you tell me the answer, Petite. Use your imagination. It's your opinion. Anything is okay. Samuel, it has been written about her old memories in the couple of years ago. Maitra, expressing a longing and missing from her friend. Shams, in the letter old friend, like an old friend wrote to Sue. Petite, in the letter, secret things were written. Secret things were written. Or you can say a secret thing was written. So Petite, you have two choices. A secret thing was written or secret things were written. Henna, I think it's a love letter for Sue from her ex-boyfriend, and that's why she didn't want Joe to read it. Very good, Henna. Tetsuo, an invitation to her class reunion is written in the letter. Very good. Umesh, it's a letter recommending to watch Mark's lessons. Mwah, that's a good message. That's a good letter. Good one, Umesh. Lali says, maybe what is written in the letter is compromising for Sue. Compromising. So it could be dangerous for Sue. It could hurt her relationship with Joe. Okay, good, Lali. Compromising. Roberto says the letter was a farewell after a date about her memories. So kind of a letter to herself. Okay, so Samuel, that's good. So maybe Sue wrote a letter to herself. Sometimes people do that. You can do that, like write a letter to yourself. Right, so kind of like a diary. You read about, or you write about your day. You write about your feelings. But you could write a letter to yourself like, "Hey, you're doing a great job," and then you're working hard. You're taking care of your responsibilities. You're taking care of yourself. You're trying to exercise. You're trying to eat well. Well done. Congratulations. And then put an envelope and mail it to yourself. And then you can open it. Oh, here's a letter. And then you read it and you go, that feels good. So, and actually, that's a pretty good idea, I think, because it's easy for us to be negative, right? And so you can look at your life. You can see what you're doing wrong, right? It's easy. That's easy, right? Like, I'm gaining some weight, right? I shouldn't eat chocolate, right? Or, my neighbors are noisy. Work is difficult. My boss is always angry. My coworkers, I don't get along with so it's easy to be negative. But a lot of times we don't tell ourselves about the good things in our lives, right? It's easy to focus on the negative things about our life, it's easy to focus on the bad things in our life, right? But how often do we reflect, think about the good things in our life, right? Oh yeah, like I've been waking up early. I've been eating. I've been making nice meals. My wife, she's been smiling at me. My kids are happy, right? I have good kids. My wife is happy. I have a good job, right? So look at the positive things in life, right? And so maybe writing a letter to yourself, mentioning the positive things, and then mailing it, and it comes back to you, and then you can open it, look at it, and then helps you remember the good things, the happiness. So that's, so sometimes we can focus on the negative, right? We could focus on the bad things, but sometimes we gotta focus on the good things too, right? Okay, good job. That was the questions and answers. So let's read the conversation, okay? Here we go. I'm going to put the conversation on the screen and we're going to read it together, okay? Let's check it out. There it is. We got to make it bigger. And we'll do it 3 times. We always read the conversation 3 times. Okay, here we go. Joe is first. Joe says, Sue, I came across this letter. Let me see it. Can I read it? No, it's not yours. Who is it from? It's from an old friend. I see. I remember some of your old friends. Hey, aren't you late for work? Okay, I'm off to work. Bye. Have a nice day, Joe. Bye. Okay, let's do it again. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller so we get that whole thing there. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right. Sue, I came across this letter. Let me see it. Can I read it? No, it's not yours. Who is it from? It's from an old friend. I see. I remember some of your old friends. Hey, aren't you late for work? Okay, I'm off to work. Bye. Have a nice day, Joe. Bye. Okay, one more time. 3 is a charm. The 3rd time is a charm. Sue, I came across this letter. Let me see it. Can I read it? No, it's not yours. Who is it from? It's from an old friend. I see. I remember some of your old friends. Hey, aren't you late for work? Okay, I'm off to work. Bye. Have a nice day, Joe. Bye. Okay, one more. Well, that was 3 times, right? Okay, good, good, good. So let's put it right here. We're going to shadow. Our last part is shadowing. Okay, so that we read the conversation. Now we're going to shadow. We're going to be Joe. We're going to be Sue. We're going to say the sentences 3 times together, okay? Let me pull up the conversation here. No, that's not it. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Let's say the sentences together. We're going to say each sentence 3 times, okay? Here we go. Shadow time. We're going to be Joe. We're going to be Sue. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sue, I came across this letter. I came across this letter. I came across this letter. Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it. Can I read it? Can I read it? Can I read it? No, it's not yours. No, it's not yours. No, it's not yours. Who is it from? Who is it from? Who is it from? It's from an old friend. It's from an old friend. It's from an old friend. I see. I remember some of your old friends. I see. I remember some of your old friends. I see. I remember some of your old friends. Hey, aren't you late for work? Hey, aren't you late for work? Hey, aren't you late for work? Okay, I'm off to work. Bye. Okay, I'm off to work. Bye. Okay, I'm off to work. Bye. Have a nice day, Joe. Bye. Have a nice day, Joe. Bye. Have a nice day, Joe. Bye. Okay, that was 3 times. We shadowed. We were Joe. We were Sue. We said the sentences together. Okay, we always read it one more time, right? We shadowed, but you didn't see the sentences. So let's look at the conversation one more time, and then we have our idiom worksheet. Yeah, we got one more after this. Okay, let's have a look. Last time, here we go. Let's read it for the last time. Sue, I came across this letter. Let me see it. Can I read it? No, it's not yours. Who is it from? It's from an old friend. I see. I remember some of your old friends. Hey, aren't you late for work? Okay, I'm off to work. Bye. Have a nice day, Joe. Bye. Okay. Okay, that was Lolly's Revenge. Okay, good. All right. Okay. Oh, okay, petite. Farewell means, oh, thank you, Sleepwalker. Yeah, so petite, farewell means to say goodbye. It means goodbye. Usually we don't say farewell. So we usually say goodbye, but we usually, farewell means goodbye. So usually we'll, if you talk about goodbye, you say farewell. Like, oh, we're having a farewell party. So if somebody is moving away, or maybe at work, you're having a farewell party, a coworker is leaving, they're gonna leave the company, and so you have a farewell party for them. So farewell is more of like talking about goodbye, but actually doing it, actually saying it, we say goodbye. We don't say farewell, farewell. You can, but it's not natural. So natural is to say goodbye. That's the natural way. Okay. Oh, my sweater. Triangles, yeah, and trapeziums, I don't know what that is. Trapezoids? Trapezoids? I know trapezoid. Okay, let's go number 4. Let's do our idiom worksheet. And we have a worksheet, we have an idiom, and we have sentences done by the green team. Yes, the green team wrote sentences. Idiom worksheet. And our worksheet, our idiom is long for. And that means to miss or want. very much, like want very much. Okay, long for, want very much. You want something very much. Okay, yeah, Umesh. I'm not good at math. I'm not a math scientist. Okay, good. Okay, let's check out the idiom worksheet. We'll look at the meaning, and we'll look at example sentences, and then of course you'll make your own sentences. So here we go, the worksheet. There it is right there. We got to make it larger, of course. There we go. And of course, all the worksheets on my Patreon. Support me on Patreon so I can support you here. Support me there so I can support you here. And there it is. Okay, so long for, to want very much. And we have example sentences. Yes, Marian's sentences. I long for an apple pie made by my mother. One more time. I long for an apple pie made by my mother. Good. Ram. After a hard day. Oh, this isn't Ram. This is Marcos. Marcos. I gotta fix it. My mistake. Marcos, sorry. After a hard working day, I long for a drink. Oh boy. Marcos, I'm very sorry. That is your sentence. I will, as soon as we finish here today, I will fix it and repost it. Okay, so I'm very sorry. My mistake. That is Marcos's sentence. Not Ram, Marcos. So Marcos, his sentence. After a hard day, after a hard working day, I long for a drink. I'm sorry, Marcos, my mistake. I will fix it for sure. Next is Tetsuro. In the middle of the busy city, Joe and Sue long for the tranquility of the countryside. In the middle of the busy city, Joe and Sue longed for the tranquility of the countryside. Miley, her sentence. I long for the end of the war. Wars wanted more by the powerful than by the people. I long for the war. I long for the end of the war. Wars wanted more by the powerful than by the people. Well said, Miley. Lolly, after years in the city, they started to long for the tranquility of a rural lifestyle. After years in the city, they started to long for the tranquility of a rural lifestyle. Mary, Joe loves his job, but he longs for Sue when he has to spend so much time at work. Joe loves his job, but he longs for Sue when he has to spend so much time at work. Ram, they long for an excellent journey in life. They long for an excellent journey in life. Okay, nice. So we have examples. We have our idiom, long for. We have the meaning, to want very much. We have a picture to illustrate the meaning of the idiom. Then we have example sentences, and then we have space for you to make your own sentences. That's why it's a worksheet. Okay, good job. Let's check out your sentences. Let's check out your sentences. Sorry. Sleepwalker, I got itchy feet and long for a vacation. Long for a vacation. Hannah, I hope you will have a happy life that you always longed for. Good, Hannah. We just have to say a happy life. I hope you will have a happy life that you always longed for. Very nice sentence. Now, Hannah, why don't you have your sentences on the worksheet? Hannah. So, green team. Right there, you go to my YouTube homepage right there, and you see the community tab. There you will find your content, the members only content. So please go to my homepage every day. Where is this right here? Oh, come on. I can't move it. Come on. Okay, there we go. Right there. So there's the home page. And you can see community, it's circled, right? There's a circle with the red arrow. And there you find all my videos. There you find the quizzes. There you find the members' content. So please go there, find the quizzes, write your sentences. Okay. Okay, let's see your sentences. Long for. Helga, I long for a pre-war peaceful life. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Post-war. We want a post-war peaceful life. In the past, it's can't change the past, but we can change the future, right, Helga? We can change the future. So let's have a post-war peaceful life. Lolly, she longs for the days when life was simpler. Yes, I do. Umesh, I'm longing for lemon orange pie. I'm longing for lemon meringue pie myself. Marcos, I long for a relaxing day hiking in the mountains. Good. Sleepwalker, I long for the day when I speak English fluently. It's hard for me to believe that you are not speaking fluently now. Umesh, I'm longing for a foreign tour. Good. Lolly, he longed for a chance to see his family again. Nice. Tetsuo, when he was addicted to gambling, he always longed for gamblers. He always longed for them, but now he gets over. Gambles. Addicted to... Okay, Tetsuo, one more time. Addicted to gambling? Hannah, I don't know how to do it, so I just told you how to do it, Hannah. So you go to my home page, you go to community, there you will see it. Okay, Hannah? So you go to, this is the worksheet. That was in the way. That was stopping a lot of it. Okay, so anyways, there we go. Okay, Hannah, one more time. One more time. Okay, there we go. This is the home page, right? You go to my YouTube channel, you go to the home page. Then you can right? Then you can see community. It's circled right there. And there, that's where you get all the members' content, the videos. Everything is there. Okay? Do that. Try that. Lolly, I long for the opportunity to travel to Japan. That would be great. Okay, Tetsuro. When he was addicted to gambling, he always longed for it, but now he gets... Okay, what did he long for? To overcome his gambling? So how about this, Tetsuro? When he was addicted to gambling, he always longed for recovering. Yeah, that's kind of hard. That's hard. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's hard one for long for. So it's almost like he longed for the days not to be a gambler. He longed for the days not to be a gambler. One more time. He longed for the days not to be a gambler. Not to be. So he didn't want to be a gambler. Rebecca, I long for a great new life in America. Nice, Rebecca. Umesh, I'm longing for joining the Indian cricket team. Okay, good, Tetsuro. So he longed for not being a gambler. Okay, good. Oh, we're perfect timing. Okay, let's do our last activity. That's right, Sleepwalker. Everyone's longing for Christmas. Yes. Except a lot of work, a lot of Christmas. I haven't done anything. I got to do a lot of Christmas shopping. Okay, here we go. In the chat, on top of the chat, there is a white box. In the white box, it's a sentence. Choose the best word. In the sentence, there's a missing word. You have to choose the word that fits in the sentence. Henna, I'm longing for a cheesecake right now. Cheers, Henna. I love cheesecake. Okay, I need some water. Let's do it. Top of the chat, there's a white box. Let's open it up. Are you ready for the quiz? Are you ready for the quiz? Choose the best word. Choose the best word. And the sentence is, they to the museum last weekend. They to the museum last weekend. Choose the best word. Is it going? Is it go? Is it gone? Is it went? Does the sentence go like this? They going to the museum last weekend. They go to the museum last weekend. They gone to the museum last weekend. They went to the museum last weekend. Going, go, gone, went. Choose the best word. Which one? Good luck. Yep, good. Went. You guys got it all. I see all went. Yes, went is correct. That's right, Sweet Lana. They went to the museum last weekend. Tetsuro, they went to the museum last weekend. Lolly, they went to the museum last weekend. Henna went. Very good. Zara, you are correct. All right, that is it, everybody. It is 7 o'clock here in Japan. We've been here 2 hours. Thank you. Yes, Rebecca went. Good job. Thank you, everyone, for being here with me, because of course without you there's no reason for me to be here. So I really appreciate Green Team. Mwah, love you, Green Team. Yeah, the Green Team, they are number one. Yes, you see them. Their names are in green. We have Hannah today. We have Lolly today. We have Tetsuro today. We got Marcos today. So thank you for being here with me. Thank you for your monthly support. I really, really appreciate it. And again, for worksheets, go to my Patreon and get all the worksheets. There are so many worksheets on my Patreon. Support me there so I can support you here. That would be fantastic. Also, if you want to Zoom with me, 20-minute in the descriptions, we can Zoom together, 20-minute chats if you want. Everything is in the descriptions. And of course, join the channel, join my Patreon. Got books, Amazon.com books. So you know everything. Everything's in the descriptions. Thank you. I'll be back here on Friday, 10 a.m. Until then, have a great week. Love and peace, everyone. Smile. Be safe. Stay healthy. And I will be back on Friday. And of course, come to my channel. Come to my channel every day. And tell your friends and all that good stuff. Okay, Marcos, thank you, buddy. Okay, let's say goodbye together, shall we? Here we go. We're saying goodbye together. Thank you always for your kind support, everyone. Okay, here we go. We're counting down, saying goodbye together. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, everyone. Smile, be healthy, stay safe. Love and peace to you and your family. I will be back on Friday. Take it easy. Bye. Thank you. Thank you.